Alright, good afternoon, Rat Rod Bikes. So Craft is dealing with some disc brake issues, I guess, and I'm going to just try to explain best as I can. First of all, on these calipers, you never want to remove the spring unless you absolutely have to. And there shouldn't be any reason that you have to unless the brake is not functional and not fixable. They're not super serviceable. So what you should have when you pull your lever is this kind of action. Pull, release. All right? That's the brake arm moving forward in an arc. And how I usually set it up is loosen up this fixing bolt here. Hold the arm in like this. Got my thumb braced around the front of the caliper. And you can also do it this way. Forefinger pushing up underneath, pulling on the cable with thumb and middle finger, and then tighten down the fixing nut with your 4 or 5 millimeter hex wrench, 5 I think in this case. So you want some tension here. Now, this barrel adjuster right here can add some adjustment in or out to get a little more response out of your pads. The key is that you want this cable, the cable has to be taut because it's traveling through all of this interior housing all the way up to the brake lever. And a key that sometimes happens is it'll pop out here a little bit, or you don't have it completely set into the barrel at the lever itself. So, even tension all the way around. And then, as far as the pads around the rotor go, a little hard to see here. I'll try to zoom in slightly. Not really helpful. Anyway, even on this very cheap disc brake setup, which I got for 2 brakes and rotors for $38 on Amazon, it has adjustments. So I usually line up the inside pad so it's closer to the rotor than the outside pad. Okay? Because the inside pad on this side, there is an adjustment there. That piece, sorry about that, this guy right here has a hex head in it, and if you can turn the tension out or in, the pad position, the inside pad position is the only one that's adjustable on this. On some of the Avid brakes and nicer stuff, there would be a red cap here, and you can turn that to loosen or tighten to adjust the outer pad. So the Avid BB7, for instance, or the BB7s. So that's about all I have to offer. Now, I'm assuming from your shots that somehow you removed this arm here, pulled that nut out, and you got into the housing that holds the spring. I haven't opened one of those up. I have opened up old school Brazon style, linear pull brakes before, and the old school cantilever style brake spring. Those had little holes where you could adjust the tension. This, I believe, is just one setting. So what you probably have to do is put it in with the arm maybe forward and put tension on the spring before you screw down this bolt on the caliper. That's the only thing I can think of if you're having spring issues. And that's about it. So, pick up the bike tire, spin it. Should spin freely all the way through the cycle. And then if it's really good or a really nice wheel, it'll actually backspin just slightly like that one did. And this isn't a super good wheel. But that's all I got to offer for right now. We have an exceptionally gorgeous day here in the back 40. Sun's going down soon. But we hit 60 today on October 29th. Right on. This is Odd Job from the back 40. Have a good one.